Hello, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Wearing my new Christmas PJs because it's PJ day for the teachers. Anyway, today I've decided I'm going to read 3 chapters today, 3 chapters tomorrow, no rock and read on Friday unless I read a night before Christmas book. I haven't decided. So here we go. Chapter 5. Lisa, the librarian, is happy to see us at the Lilac Library. 2 whole weeks of nonstop reading, right? She says. I wish everyone read the way that you two do. Liam disappears into the book stacks, and I look at the shelves of books, books and books and books. Liam comes back with a nonfiction book with the title, The Emotional Life of Cows. And he checks the book out. We mail Gran's letter at the post office. Wait, Liam said. He studies the notice on the bulletin board. Lost cat, neighbors thug, not lovable, reward. Wanted exotic chickens for breeding. Wanted a quiet room by the river for one person and the most intelligent dog in the world. Liam looks at the notices for so long, I finally tug on his coat. Wait, I'm having a thought. Go ahead, I'll catch up with you. I go outside and I walk to the market. Liam comes up from behind me with a look. What? Just thinking. The market has newly polished wood floors, and we wander down the aisles until we find butter for Gran. Next door, there is a small store called Already Read Books. A sign on the door says, second-hand books bought and sold. Liam puts his face close to the window and he peers in because it's closed. Books, he says happily. We go to the general store. It is filled with dishes and jewelry and toys and penny candy and kitchen gadgets and cakes and pies and muffins. Blown glass Christmas balls hang from the ceiling. Angels and stars for the top of a tree sit on shelves. Look, a new coffee cup for Gran. Oh, wrong voice. Look, a new coffee cup for Gran, I say to Liam. I hold up a white mug with a great blue heron painted on it. Liam shakes his head. Wait. Don't buy it yet. So here they are, looking in the store. Wait for what? Liam doesn't answer. I put the mug back and I stare at Liam. We're going to have Christmas whether you want it or not, you know. I walk out of the store and past the post office and past the small coffee shop, past the Already Read store. I turn up the road to Gran's. I am close to tears for the second time today. I wish Liam would not think so much. I wish White Cow could just go away and not come back so I wouldn't have to think about her. There's the sound of pounding feet behind me. Hey! Liam is panting from running. I don't like you. I burst into tears at last. I know. I don't like me either. I stare at Liam. I can't help it. I start laughing and crying at the same time. I'm just a kid, Lily. You said so yourself. We walk on. Cows cost a lot of money. $500 sometimes. We can't afford that. Maybe a young cow. Called the calf, and I start laughing again. Liam laughs too, and for a while, it's the way it used to be. The way all other Christmases at Gran and Grandpa's house have always been. Liam scoops up some snow and tries to stuff it down my neck. Ice on the trees sparkle in the sunlight, and we pick some red barberry branches for Gran. But when we get home, White Cow is still there, standing by the fence, watching us with those eyes. It is not the way it used to be. Chapter 6. That looks like White Cow. All through dinner, there is no talk of White Cow. There is talk of Christmas and the town and books. Do you want to make some Christmas cookies tomorrow, Lily? Sure. Charlie sits by Grandpa's feet, watching the floor intently, waiting for Grandpa to drop food. Emmett sleeps by the fireplace, almost in the fireplace. Liam gets up and carries his plate to the kitchen and comes back for the other plates. "Do you have a copy machine?" Liam asked Grandpa. "No, sorry." "I'll keep thinking," he says. "Don't think," I say just as softly. Liam smiles. That night we sleep with the curtains open so we can look out and see the stars across the sky. I wake in the night once and I can see light under the door of Liam's room. I sigh. I turn over. I count the stars until I fall back to sleep. "Where's Liam?" I ask at breakfast the next morning. Grandpa laughs. "You're always asking that, Lammy. He went off early. He seems to have some plans." I pour a glass of juice. "Yes, Liam always has plans," I say. Gran and I make cookies all morning, Christmas trees with silver ball decorations, snowmen with red cinnamon buttons, star cookies with moon cookies, and little house cookies with frosted doors and windows. "This is nice, Gran, like it always is." "It is, Lily. Maybe you and Liam can come this summer and help cut the hayfield and plant some gardens." I smile at Gran. That would be good, but there is something about Christmas at Gran's house. "There is," says Gran, and I realize that I had just said those thoughts out loud. Gran put the cookies on a big platter. "Beautiful." "I'm going to go look for Liam," I say to Gran. "There are more letters to mail on the table there, Lily." I put on my boots and coat, and I walk to the driveway. White Cow is standing by the gate, an empty black bucket at her feet, and I walk over to her. "Did Liam give you grain?" "Sure he did." I smile at myself talking to a cow. After a moment, I reach out and I touch White Cow's neck, and she stares at me as if she knows me. "I'll be back," I tell her. And then what I say to White Cow surprises me. "Don't worry, we'll take care of you." And I walk off down the driveway, down the road, past houses and fields and the stream I hear flowing. And when I come to the center of town, I go to the post office to mail Gran's letters. And there on the bulletin board, I see the first notice. I know that Liam, I know what he's been doing. Wanted, a cow friend for a lonely, sad cow. It is Christmas, and she needs a friend. Think how you'd feel. I'm buying. Call Liam. He has written Gran and Grandpa's telephone number at the bottom of that paper. I look at the notice for a long time, and then I drop Gran's letter in the mail slot. I walk across the street looking for Liam, and there, nailed on the telephone pole by Lilac Library, is another notice. Once upon a time, there was a white cow, all alone at Christmas. She was sad and lonely. She lives on South Street. If you have a cow friend for her, please call Liam. I smile a little, and I walk across the street. In the market window is another notice. I feel like I'm following Liam by his notices, like following his footprints in the snow. Help White Cow. Sell me a friend for her for Christmas. Call Liam. Your Christmas will be happier too. I find Liam tacking up another notice on the notice board in the general store. This one has a drawing of White Cow with a tear in her eye. You've been busy. Liam nods. I can't believe that I'm going to say this, Liam. I'm proud of you. Liam smiles. Let's go home. He takes my hand and we walk around the corner and start up the hill that begins South Street, and little flakes of snow begin to fall. And before long, there's steady snow, just like this morning on my drive to work. I look up and I watch the snow come down. Liam? What? I talked to White Cow this morning. Liam doesn't speak for a moment. And when he does, what he says makes me smile. You're turning into me. We walk all the way home and the snow grows heavier. And when we walk up the driveway to Gran and Grandpa's house, past the barn, past White Cow, Gran comes to the door and tells us there has been a telephone call for Liam. And today's final chapter, chapter 7. Snow is still falling when we leave. Gran looks at us, knowing that we're not telling her things. Something's going on, right? Right. Well, I'm not asking you about it right now. Right now. Liam grins and pulls me out of the front door. The sky has darkened and the world is full of snow. Who is it? Thomas says his father is selling their calf. He said he'd tell me about it when I get there. The snow is so heavy that we almost missed the West Street turn. We walked fast, and then ahead in the dense falling snow was a boy. Thomas? Thomas turns. Yeah? Several cows are in the meadow. One small brown calf stands by the fence. I'm Liam. This is Lily. Thomas takes a folded paper out of his pocket. It is one of Liam's notices. Did you write this? I did. We're looking for a cow. Thomas looks at the brown calf. Is that yours? Yeah, but you're too late. My father says she's sold. Sold? To live where? Sold for the market, Thomas said softly. Sold for meat. For meat! Liam says. There is a moment of silence, no sounds at all, like when the wind suddenly stops blowing. For meat? Liam says again, trying to understand. Papa says we need the money. Liam, the calf is sold. I shiver in the cold. I'm going home. I'm freezing. Wait a minute, Lily. Thomas, how much does your papa sell the calf for? I don't know. $200, I think, for Christmas money. 200? He takes Thomas's arm. Listen, Thomas. I'm going to save your calf. What's her name? She doesn't have a name. We call her Brown Cow, Liam says happily. Yeah, how'd you know that? I know what Liam is thinking, and I start walking away. I walk on until suddenly Liam is beside me. Don't talk. Loving and hating him at the same time. Well, hate is a strong word, but so is love. One good thing, though, he doesn't speak all the way home through the falling snow. And tomorrow, we will finish the true the true gift, A Christmas Story. Will they be able to buy the brown calf? Will White Cow continue to be by herself? Will Liam save Christmas for the cow? I don't know. Tune in tomorrow for Rock and Read. Bye.